Well, welcome back. So now that you've done all of these, what I consider kind of the beginning paperwork, the beginning planning, you've done your certification, you've registered with Discord, you've done your new agent survey. All of that's very important. And we thank you for getting that done. Now, one of the things we want to talk about is something that's a little bit more on the fun side, a place for you to be able to start dreaming about that agency that you're going to run. The key thing, first of all, is to figure out what your name is going to be. What do you want to call yourself? What is your agent and your travel agency's name going to be? And so tonight, I'm just going to show you a couple of things that you can do to kind of get some ideas of what you want to do. So let me pull up my screen here and get my chat working here. So I and many agents here use ChatGPT for a lot of different things. There's a free version of Chat and it works. It's just a little on the slower side, right? But it works just fine. And a lot of us started off with that. And then eventually, as we moved on along, some of us went ahead and bought the paid version. And I did because I use it for a lot of different things, but not just for my travel business. I do it for other things too, just to help me with some of my crafty stuff that I like to do. So for me, it was worthwhile. And you can decide that as you go, but you can certainly get by with everything. And this stuff that I'm going to show you, you can do with the free version, not a problem. So when you open up chat, I'm going to share my screen real quick for you. You can see this. Very good. So when you open up chat, you'll always have this little box right here. Now, some people like to use the voice part. You can do that. You can dictate or you can have chat actually speak to you in a voice. I just prefer to type because to me it's faster. It feels like it takes her longer to communicate if she's talking to me, and I'm more about just getting in there and getting it done. So it really just depends on what you like. Right? So that's kind of a cool thing. You can ask chat anything, and eventually you can learn some very good commands. You don't have to be perfect at it in the beginning. I do know that Ash does do a video on using AI, and it's definitely a worthwhile one to look at. And I have it in the step by step for later on. But if you feel like you really want to do it right now, that is fine. You are welcome to do that. And then she's on that same channel for some of the other videos that you've done, like your niche and things like that. So that'll be in step two. But for right now, our main focus is to get this part done. These are the things, those little pieces that absolutely have to be done so we can move forward. So we need your business name because in order to have your business name, the business name is what you're branding, right? You want people when they see your logo to think you. You want people to see the name of your company and think you. And same thing with any marketing stuff you do. You want them to be able to know that, hey, that's that Lori gal. I want to go back and see because she had that trip I wanted last year, and I almost took. But then I moved on to jobs or whatever her case was, right? Or sometimes it's, oh yeah, I booked a trip for a weekend with her and it was great. Or, oh, it was so super easy when we flew to Hawaii. It was just, those kinds of things. But you want them to connect you with the name of your company and your brand. That's important, right? So you got to create that. Plus, we need to have that in order to get your email for your business so that you can start registering with the suppliers. Got to have those supplier registrations in order to book business. So right here, I'm just going to ask chat. I am a new travel agent, or I'm not going to confuse it, but you could put that. I have a new travel agent is what I'm going to put. And they are wanting to name their new business. They live in, let's say they live in California. And, oops, helps to spell. They are going to want something professional yet fun. And if you spell something wrong, chat will figure it out. Yet fun. And their niche is all inclusive. Can you give me some name suggestions for their business? Right? So then, chat will look at this and it says, yeah, they always have some comment. And mine and I have been communicating quite often and for quite long days. We spend a lot of time together. So she's very personable. And right here she says, here's some names that lean into the location and lifestyle, Golden Coast Getaways, Pacific Bliss Travel, Sunset Shores, and you can mix some of them. Like maybe you like West Coast Getaways instead of West Coast Escape, So you can look at some of those. They usually give you a few. If you want to focus on your all-inclusive niche, you can. Effortless escape travel, total relaxation, easy stay getaways, carefree coast travel. And again, these are just things to help spark your mind. And like I said, you may decide that you want to do, something completely different, but it might just give you that idea of what to name your company. And then they have the professional side, the Elevated Escape, Lux Horizon Vacations, Serenity Travel, Refined Retreats. That's kind of fun, right? Signature Escape Travel. And then she has some fun and inviting, but still professional. So maybe you want to have a little bit more relaxed, but still a little on the professional side. Paradise Made Easy, Relax and Go Travel Company, Sunny Days Travel, Pack Less Travel, Flip Flop Getaways. It's kind of got a funny little ring to it. I kind of like that. Chill and Go Travel, right? So you can do all of those. You can use that. I mean, if you find one on there that you like, go with it. That's okay. So once you have determined what the name of your company is, now you have to come up with you need to come up with a logo, right? You got to have an idea about a logo. So then I'm just gonna ask chat to do it. Chat, can you develop a logo for Flip Flop Getaways? Not cartoony. So you got to tell it what you want, right? So, and if something pops up and you're like, oh, I don't like that, then tell it. Tell your AI, "Well, I don't like that. Try this. Or, okay, I like that, but I don't like this part." And then the AI will adjust the picture. So while she's thinking up of okay, there she goes. There's a logo that she came up with. Now, if we don't like that, again, we can tell her, not really liking that. Maybe some other options. Hmm, can we do something a little different, reflecting ish, but flip flops, but not front and center. And in that way, you know, we can come up with something that is very basic. Now, I'm not saying that anybody would like this, and maybe some people would, right? But that's just it. You get to decide. And the more information that you give the AI, the more it can kind of put together a better picture for you. So you want to make sure that you tell it exactly what you want. Now, some people are very creative and they'll be able to do it on their own, and that is just fine. That's perfect. In fact, I think anybody who can have that creativity and be able to come up with those things, I find that amazing. So definitely, if you have that knack and can create your own, do it. But if, like many of us, you struggle with ideas or just how to put it all together, then sometimes time is the problem. You know, um, sometimes a person doesn't feel like they have a lot of time to be that creative. So you can use this to kind of just spark the ideas. And then sometimes people will get the idea from here and then create their own. Um, you know, now this time she's going to give us, looks like she's going to give us two different ones. Ooh, I kind of like some of those. Look at that. All right. So that's kind of cute. Now personally, I like the second image better, but I like the color and I just like the way it lays the beach and the sunset off there. So I like that. So I'm going to tell her it's always better to kind of let them know what you like. So I'm just going to tell them, yeah, I like image two. Okay. So now I have my logo and I have my business name. Now I have to come up with an email. So it's really a good idea in the beginning, unless you already have um, Google Business Suite. If you don't go out and buy it. Okay. But some people do come with that in their portfolio already. So if you have it, that's great. If you don't, that's okay. The way you get around it is because we want companies or we want our clients to realize that we are truly a company. So here's kind of the funny thing. Our clients, in order to become our client, they want to know us personally. So we do a lot of work on our personal pages because they want to know the person. They want to connect with you. They want to connect with your personality. They want to know that if you're helping them create a trip and that you are giving them ideas, that you're going to have the similar personality that they have, or that you can at least relate to what they're telling you. So that's important to our clients. And however, that being said, when it comes down to dealing with the finance side of things and paying for their trip and all of that information that goes across, now they want to know that it's a legitimate business. So you want the information to be coming from a business email. So in the beginning, you can always just put the name of your business first. So in this instance, I would just put Flip Flop Getaways at gmail.com. Now, you can always ask if you're not sure how to set up a Gmail account. Most people, have used it and it's easy enough to do. But if you haven't, you can always ask chat to do that. I want to set this email up in Google. How do I do that? Now, chat will tell you exactly what to do. Okay, so go to Gmail, log in. It's not already a one. She thinks it is one. Let me tell her. Let's see. Let's see what she's finding. Maybe she actually found another one. No, I mean, see, sometimes you have to explain. No, Leora, I just made up the email. Now I need to make it real. Make it real in Google and need help creating your email. So sometimes we can confuse them. She's got it now, she says. Okay. So there it is. It tells you you're going to go to Gmail sign up, https accounts.google.com, and you're going to click sign up, right? It's right here. You see this? And when you have your chat, sometimes the links that they create will actually work. I've had a few where they don't, but that's okay. Just copy and paste and put it into Google. Anytime you run into a link that doesn't work, if it has it written out like that, you can just copy and paste it and put it into um, your web browser and it'll pull it up in case you didn't know that. So in this instance, I would go to that, and it tells you here that you're going to see fields that are asking you first name, last name. So it's telling you in the first name field, put flip-flops, in the last name field, put getaways, because you have to have one in each of those. And then in the user name box, this is what you're going to put, right? So it just tells you exactly what to do. Now, one of the things that I have found is depending on your account and how it sets up, because it depends, then when you see something, if your AI is telling you go to this and you don't know, tell it I don't know and give it a screenshot of what you're looking at. They will help you set up and get everything going in order to make it work. I had to used it for all of my beginning times because when I first started, I had no idea how to set up a Facebook, as a business, or how to set up, you know, um, Instagram. Instagram was one for me that I had to have a little help. And then, TikTok. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. So I used my AI to help me with that. And all I did was copy and paste a screenshot and ask it to help me. So this will take you through it pretty basically. But again, if you don't know, like if there's something missing, you can't find what it's talking about, tell it. And it will show you what to do. That will make it easier. Now, let's just say we've got this nice flip-flop getaways, so at gmail.com, and we're ready now to let our back office know. We've had a lot of fun creating this new idea, and now we got to go to our back office. So we're going to go here. Lower this down. Yep, I got to get into the right screen. There we go. Let's try that. So I have my back office set in a bookmark. It's always good to have some kind of bookmarking system so that you have it ready to go, right? All right. So here we go. And here in the back office, there's this little blue box, and it's always in the right-hand corner at the bottom, always there. And you'll go ahead and click it, and it'll say, send us a message, and we'll be back online tomorrow. So they're gone already for the day. And because they're on the West Coast, so they're Pacific Standard Time. So for us I'm Central Standard Time, so they're 2 hours behind me. Eastern Standard, they're three, right? So Mountain Standard, they're two. So here you would just put, hello, my name is Lori. I'm new. My agent ID number is this. Give them your agent ID. And I need to change my email in the back office. I originally had this email. Now I want it to say flipflopgetaways@gmail.com. And they might ask you, so kind of, it'll just send it. Now, tomorrow morning when I get up, when I know that they're probably after 9 o'clock PST time, I'll start kind of watching and I'll look at it and I'm like, oh, okay, well, they reply back. Now they want my birth date. Okay. They're just trying to prove that it's me so that not anybody can hack into your system and all of a sudden start changing things on you. So they want to know that it's you that they're talking to. So just give them whatever they need and then they'll change it. It usually takes them, I would say for the most part, less than a day. The only time it gets a little hairy is if there's a lot going on. So, like during the time when everybody's in Hawaii, it might be a little bit crazy because you're going to have to set up, they have to do all of this stuff. So it might take them a little bit to get some of that done, but they're always good within 24 hours. So don't worry. Um, and then You've accomplished that. And that is the biggest part. One of the things I want to share with you now that we're here is I want you to know that, as you begin, we're excited, right? Everybody's excited in the beginning, and you're pushing yourself and you're trying to just plow through as much as possible. And I'm not saying don't veer off of the training schedule. If there is a training on the Team Dash website that you want to attend, go for it. If there is a training you see them announce, go for it. Just realize that if there's something in there, if there's content in there that you're not aware of yet, you will be. So don't be afraid to ask questions about it. Don't get upset if, we tell you, okay, yes, and that's in step 4, and that's great. And we will set that up at that time, right? And so that's the best thing, because these first few steps are crucial in getting you set up in your office, in the back office, in the front office, getting you ready and your mindset ready to really work on your own home business. And I tell you that as I had to learn that the hard way. I was, coming from the corporate world, those videos were important to get done. Get in there, get them done. And really, I don't even think they really cared half the time if you really understood the content. I think there were some instances where they did, but I think a lot of times it was just wouldn't go get it done so you can get back out here and get to work, right? And so you kind of plow through them and then you forget about them till the next year when you have to recertify or do whatever. And here it's not like that. These videos, they may not be, like these ones here. I'm no superstar. I realize that I have a lot yet that I can learn in the presentation and teaching. I did teach, but it's different when you start talking on a video a little bit. So you learn different things. But even so, it doesn't matter. There are so many of us out there that we are so willing to share our information that we do want to provide as much as we can for you. But remember, it's okay to get frustrated. It's okay to wonder if you're doing something right. And it's certainly okay to text me and to text Jenny. We're both here for you. It's okay to put a message in Discord. And one of the things I want to encourage you is if one of the leaders says, go to this hashtag in there, it's not because they don't want to answer your question. They want you to know where to go and they want you to be able to physically see it. Because our minds learn so much more when we actually find it and know where to go back to it later, right? And it helps us because a month from now, you may want to go back and refresh because maybe it is, your credit card authorization. And now you want to change it up, but you want to start with the original. Well, you'll know where it's at, right? So those are the kinds of things that are important. So know that. Know that you are not bothering me. Right? At night when I'm sleeping, I do turn my volume down. And so if I'm asleep, you aren't going to wake me up. It's okay. And if you have a question and it's 11 o'clock at night or 12 o'clock at night, and you're just one of those type of people that's working and burning the midnight oil, just go ahead and send the text. And when I get up in the morning, I'll look at it and I will shoot you a message. If you have a particular time you do not want me to text you back at because you don't have those things silenced, then in your message, please make sure you put, please let me know after 8 a.m. PST time or, because that helps me. Otherwise, I have to go to our list and try to figure out which time zone you're in. It's so much easier if we just share with each other what it is. I am in the Central Standard Time Zone. Jenny Lee is also, so that helps. If you're ever talking to Heather Birch, who is my mentor, and you are perfectly capable of reaching out to her and asking for help, she is on the Eastern Standard Time, and so is Sophia, the one who runs the Discord, and she is our platinum leader. So that kind of gives you an idea of where everybody's at, right? So EST and CST is kind of where our little group of 4 are. There's so many others out there, though. So that's not an issue. Remember to give yourself grace. If you don't understand something right away, it's okay. And it's okay to want to take it all in and do as much as quickly as possible. But if you follow the steps exactly like they are, I know at first it's going to seem probably like you're not getting enough done. That's okay. I mean, if you're on step one and it's day one and you still are ready to go to step two, go to step two, right? There's no reason why you can't. You can just move on to step two. And if you don't have step two, reach out to us. We'll get it sent over to you. You definitely, it's not a problem to do that. So we can certainly get that out to you. And as far as moving forward, anytime you get towards the bottom of the step one, try to let us know that you're getting close and that you think you'll be done, and then we'll send it to you. Right now, I think that as we go here too with the videos like this, I hope that they help. And I don't want to make any of them super long. And the purpose is so that you can actually go and do this. So now when you get off of this video, I want you to go ahead and start working on your name and your logo and that email. Once you have it, I want you to go to the back office and make sure you get it changed. That's important. Anytime you need to change anything on your profile that's in your account, so your name, so you get married and you change your name, you're going to go to that little blue chat box. If you need to change your phone number, you can actually go in and do that yourself. If you want to change your email, then you got to go to the little chat box, right? And if you ever run into a problem, because they can change their mind about some things, you know, they might decide later that it's too risky to just change your phone number there, and they want you to do it through the chat box, and just do that. You know, it's not a big deal. Just use that so that they can help you with that. And they're just there trying to protect your account. So in this world nowadays, there's always those people out there. If they would just spend their time doing something constructive, they wouldn't be so busy trying to hack into things, but they're just not at that spot in their life yet, right? So in the meantime, we just protect ourselves and protect our business, right? So always be careful. One of the other things in protecting, make sure that if you're out there, because one of the biggest scams that are out there for travel agents is you'll have somebody who might say, you know, I'd like to book travel with you. Well, of course, we're all excited, right? And then he'll say, okay, well, I'm going to send you our questionnaire. And I'm like, oh, well, I want to get on a Zoom call with you. Can I send you my Zoom link? No, no. Instead, you say, well, I would love to get on a Zoom call with you, but I will provide you the link. Here is my Zoom link. This are the times that I have available, or you can get the times first that they have available and then send them the Zoom link. Always protect yourself that way, because if you click on their Zoom link, guess what? They have access to everything. It's in your computer. So always remember to be in control of your meeting. And that is right now one of the scams that's out there. So just be careful and know that. We just want to keep you safe. All right. All right. Go get that business name and get that email set up. And we'll talk more again. Going on to step two.